Alright.
Right.
Yeah.
What's doing around here then? What are you up to?
There's a lady got spoke to you.
Yeah, but I just want to find out for myself. What's going on?
She just said she's going to get some, maybe see about some cars or something to have a look at.
Right. Yeah. What is your plan?
Just get good pictures of them, that's all. Yeah.
What's your name, buddy?
Matt.
Matt, what's your last name?
It's like I just explained it to the lady, I just rather not, because I
don't want to say.
yeah, I just do take pictures of police cars and stuff. If I go out doing it every time.
Any particular reason?
Yeah, I just don't want it going through the system all the time, that's all.
No, as in, why are you taking pictures of police cars?
Just a hobby.
Just a hobby?
Yeah, that's all.
There's been some information that you've potentially been lingering around the car parks as well.
Right.
Right. It's a bit strange though, isn't it?
I think what we're going to do, just to be on the safe side, we're going to detain you for the purposes of the search, alright? It's only going to be a quick search. Alright?
How about that, guys? They promised us a look at the police cars.
The officer's initial approach is calm, which is commendable. However, the situation deteriorates rapidly when they are told the auditor is lingering instead of using their own judgment to assess that filming is a lawful activity. They immediately escalate the encounter to a detention for a search. This represents a failure to differentiate between behavior that is merely unusual and behavior that is criminally suspicious. A crucial skill for any police officer. They have failed the first test of the audit.
These two douchebags are just going to detain us. Right, so what's the problem with that? What's your call number?
What's my con number? PC 15138 Melville.
15004.
Mate, there's no point getting a little bit aggy about it.
Well, there's no need for a search. I've come to take pictures. I explained to the lady.
A bit odd behaviour.
She said, no, it's not. There's pictures and videos all over YouTube, especially you lot with your rubber gloves searching people taking pictures. You're scumbags.
Right, so you've come here to take pictures of police car and acorn of scumbags. You're going to be detained for the purpose of a search.
I couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. Right, I'm going to put this down here.
That's fine. My camera's on, alright?
I'll be having a copy of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to do, we're searching now, and then
as
as a result of this, we make a search record.
I'll put your foot on it. Yeah.
So as a result of the search, we're going to make a search record, alright?
Yeah, I know how it
up
works,
to 3 months to claim for a copy of that search record, alright? Like I said, it's under section 1 of PACE, and it's good.
The officer correctly cites the power he intends to use. Section 1 of PACE demonstrating procedural knowledge. The combination ends there. The grounds provided lingering in around the car parks are exceptionally weak and do not meet the legal threshold of reasonable suspicion of possessing a prohibited article. When challenged, the officers fail to articulate what specific item they suspect to find. This is a critical failure in applying the law correctly and suggests the search is either a pretext to punish the auditor for filming or a result of poor training.
I don't know if you've been the other side of the barriers or not.
What are you expecting to find?
We're not sure. Anything that might be related to...
You need to know what you're going to find. You don't just search someone and say you're not sure. What
anything relating to theft of motor vehicles, you know, vehicle interference. We have people that have stuff on them to try and open car doors and things like that.
With all these cameras,
well, that's what I'm not sure.
Check these numbers out.
As a result, that's what we're going to search.
These two are going to be famous. Get on with the search.
We're going to do it in our own time, sir. At the end of the day, you've come here, okay?
Which I'm entitled to do.
Yeah,
and other people
are going to allow me to talk. You're going to allow me to talk and it's going to be talking over you. Right, fine. You've been detained for the purpose of search, my colleague. That's fine. It's been said that you've been walking in and around vehicles.
So?
Fine. Mate,
I have not been around any vehicles.
Allow me to explain why you're being detained. Allow me to explain why you're being detained. It's been alleged that you've been walking around the vehicle. That's a bit suspicious behaviour. You can be detained for the purpose of search. Yes, it is. You can be detained for the purpose of search to discover whether or not you've got anything on you linked to those offences.
And guess what?
One of the officers uses the classic line, "If you don't have anything on you, you've got nothing to worry about." This statement is often used to justify searches and dismisses an individual's right to not be searched without lawful cause. The principle of PACE is that the police must have the grounds to search before they conduct one. The innocence of the person being searched does not retroactively make an unlawful search acceptable. The entire basis for the detention rests on an unverified allegation that the officers have not witnessed themselves.
You don't have anything on you, you've got nothing to worry about.
Guess what else I haven't got on me? Any ID, none nuts, so...
That's fine, no worries.
That's absolutely fine.
You're not going to find out.
That's fine, no worries. You got anything sharp or anything on you?
Nothing.
No, nothing that's going to hurt
Chewing
me.
gum, car keys,
so we're from North Kent Police Station, alright, we said our force number is 15004.
How's it gone from? She'll go and see if she can get some marked cars for us to have a look at.
I'm just going to put
a search.
What's that?
How's it gone from, I'll get you some
Just explain that to you, sir. It's been alleged that you've been walking in around between
So why
vehicles.
did you say she'd go and get some see if you could get some marked cars to look at?
I don't know. I wasn't there when that conversation happened.
Well, did she not fill you in?
She told us that you've been standing out here and looking to take pictures
So
of
she never
vehicles,
asked you that?
and then you walking around and potentially going to the other side of the barrier.
So she never, I never wanted to say, you've got cameras everywhere, so
Not
you know
alleging,
it.
not alleging that you have.
Check your cameras then before you start going and searching people.
We can detain you for the purpose of search, sir. The behaviour of what you did.
The order challenges the officers to check the CCTV footage, which could quickly confirm or deny the allegation that he was interfering with vehicles. The officers ignore this and proceed with the physical search. This decision can be criticized as a failure to use less intrusive and more proportionate means to investigate their suspicion. If CCTV was available, it would have been a simple and effective way to determine if the grounds for a search were valid before resorting to putting hands on a member of the public.
Awful.
Well, yes, it is. Under Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Acts Act 1984.
No, you're in Section 26, Criminal Justice Act.
Section
Unlawful
26,
search.
No. Section 1 of
Yes.
the Police and Criminal Acts Act number.
You're getting reported.
That's absolutely fine. Section 1 of the Police and
Everyone
Criminal
will
Acts
see
allows
what
us to stop and
scumbags you
detain
are.
people for the purpose of search to see whether or not they've got stolen or prohibited articles or any articles to be used in the commission of an offence.
You thought I was going to look at a police car, eh?
Well,
Not
that's what
saying
we're
that
not
you
too sure.
shouldn't.
That's why
don't
we're doing
know
this
what you're
from
up
the
to.
south side, isn't it?
I don't know what you're up to. That's not very
You-
nice, is it?
well,
I've been
you're
more
a
than
dickhead,
amicable with
though.
you and explaining
You're not,
to
you've
you.
been a dickhead doing this.
Right, okay. I've been more than amicable with you and explaining
What's
the
it
situation.
called? A WPC that shades the front bits with a blunt
Cool,
razor.
so we're going to make a joke, are we?
Constable.
All happy?
Constable.
I'm going to put
yeah.
those back in there.
Do you like that? Constable.
Right.
No worries, sir.
She is constable.
No worries at all.
So just be on the safe side. You say you've got nothing on you anyway, so that's all good. And we're all happy now. That means, you know, we're all happy. And
I don't care if you're happy or not. Go away.
Go away, yeah?
Go on.
Right.
You're dismissed. Move.
Don't talk to me like that.
Or else what? Or else what?
Well, you don't need to talk to me like that, do you? I'm
Do one.
I'm just trying to be amicable.
You shouldn't search me. That's not amicable.
I've-
Saying,
I've-
oh, I'll
right.
go and get some police cars
I've
for you to have a look at,
explained.
and it turns
I
out,
didn't say
rather
that
than
to you.
helping me,
I never said that
you're
to
going
you.
to search
I never
me.
said that to
We
you.
didn't say that
Why,
to you.
why would we get police cars out here for people to take pictures of? That's not
Why
what we
did
do
she?
as
Why
police.
did she say that
We
then?
don't have time to do that.
No, you don't. You have time to search photographers taking pictures. You jokers.
Right. And
Shift.
It's not the reason. Don't talk to me like that.
Shift.
sir. I'm trying to explain
Shift.
to you. I'm trying to explain to you why you've been detained for the purpose of search. You don't like the fact you've been detained for the purpose of search.
It doesn't bother me.
Your behaviour
You've made me a lot of
doesn't
money.
Doesn't bother
You've
you,
made
but
me a
you're
lot of money.
filming us. You're filming us.
You've made me a lot of money, and you've made yourselves famous.
I'm just trying to explain to you why I've been detained. You don't like it.
You've
I
already
apologise
done
for
it
that.
once.
I apologise for that.
No, you don't.
But the fact of the matter is that the manner of your
You're
behaviour.
a power tripping ego maniac.
The manner of your behaviour.
Which
has
is
been
what?
suspicious.
Having a look for some panda cars to take pictures of.
And you've been, yeah,
Have a look at all my Google reviews of all the police cars I've got photos of, and I don't get searched.
Well, you've been detained
Why
for
have
the
you?
purpose of
Why
search
have you?
today.
Why
Right,
only
sounds like-
here?
The officer's inability to disengage is a key point of failure in this interaction. He repeatedly tries to justify his actions to the auditor, who is clearly not interested in the explanation. A professional officer, having completed their action, would simply walk away from a verbal confrontation they are helping to prolong. Continuing the argument only serves to antagonize the individual further and reflects poorly on the officer's conflict management skills. The justification for the search remains weak regardless of how many times it is repeated.
You have I been searched for taking pictures of a police car,
That's not the reason why you've been detained for the purpose of search.
which was what?
I've literally just explained it to you. It's been alleged that you've been walking around in and around.
Huntingdon, Cambridge Police Headquarters.
Fine, I'm not gonna sit here
I
and
walked
argue with
round
you.
the whole
I've explained to you
headquarters,
why
in the yard
I've
and
explained-
everything,
right.
and they came and took me and they
I
showed me the
highly-
bikes.
I highly doubt
Look
that.
on YouTube then, you dick.
You don't need to call me that. Right, so
Look
this
on
this-
YouTube
this
then.
conversation's
You
done.
won't know, will
This
you?
This conversation's
Right,
done.
you're dismissed then.
Right, you don't
Go
need
away.
Is there anything else we can do to help
No,
you?
go away.
Can we assist you in any
No,
other way?
go away.
No worries at all.
Go away.
Thank you
You
very
know
much.
where we are.
I'm going to look wherever I want to look now. You know I'm safe.
You go
As
on
long
that
as you don't
other
go
side.
past
I'm going
the
to
barriers,
take
fine.
pictures of every staff car I can and put it on YouTube.
Right, as long as you don't go
And
past
that's
them
down to
barriers,
you.
it's all right,
You've
okay?
done that to your staff.
I've explained it to you.
You've
sir.
done that to your staff.
All
You're
I'm
going to
saying-
get all these
all-
cars
all-
put on YouTube. You're going to get 100,000 views.
All I'd say is please don't
Do you
go on the
believe
other-
that?
Please don't go on the other side of the barriers.
Do you believe that?
Please don't go on the other side of the barriers.
You're a scumbag. And read the comments for this video.
The auditor mentions his activities at other police stations such as Cambridge headquarters, where he was shown around and not searched. This highlights a lack of consistency in how different police forces handle public photography and auditing. While the auditor's language is abusive, officers are trained to a higher standard and should not get drawn into petty retaliatory comments, especially when they are being filmed.
Right?
I've been.
And
warned
I hope your friends and family watch it and they see what a piece of shit you are.
Well, you're being very polite to me, aren't you?
So, Don't search me for no reason, just because I went down there.
I'm not going to have this conversation.
Bugger off then.
Well, you keep talking to me.
Jog on.
There's front count myself in if you do need
I don't
any
need
police
anything. I
assistance,
wouldn't
right?
come
You
to you
know what
pieces of shit for anything.
Sir,
That was a low trick. People are going to see what you've just done. How you try to trick someone. I could have had bloody learning difficulties or anything.
So I'll explain to you why you've been detained.
What about someone with learning difficulties that likes police cars? You come and search them. You're absolute scumbags. You know there was nothing wrong with it.
Day, sir, you've been seen potentially walking in around vehicles.
So, anyone that walks in and around a vehicle, do you come and search them?
If it's suspicious behaviour, yes, I would.
So walking between vehicles is suspicious. What vehicles have I walked between? I haven't. I went down to that gate and I came back. I didn't go in the car park. I've not walked between any vehicles. So stop lying. It's all on camera.
That's the allegation that we got, sir.
Right, so someone's telling
That's
lies.
the information we
The officer states the search was based on the allegation that the man was seen walking in and around there. This is not a specific objective ground for suspicion. Simply walking near vehicles in a car park open to the public is not sufficient to justify a search for tools related to vehicle theft. The officer finally admits it's the allegation that we got confirming the search was conducted on the basis of unverified third hand, which is a significant procedural failure.
Nothing.
It's a good job I got that lady's badge on here, isn't it, so I can find out who she is.
That's absolutely fine, okay? But we've ascertained that you've got nothing on you. There's nothing for us to worry about. That's it. Simple. Done.
And if you want to take some pictures of the cars, feel free.
I will do. You don't have to tell me I can do it. I will do it.
Just don't go past barriers and that's fine, alright?
Yeah, alright?
Right, you're going to be the scumbags of YouTube. Use lot. It's disgraceful what you've just done.
I apologise if you feel upset by it.
No, the whole of the UK is going to be upset by it.
We've made sure that you haven't got anything on you, and that's the end of
I'm
the
not going to be rude, but I will just tell you something, just for a fact. When that lady came out and she said about that, she said, oh, maybe go and ask someone if they can get some cars around for you to take pictures of. And I said, oh, that's only happened twice before. Like I said, at that one where he showed us round, Cambridge headquarters.
Yeah.
And I was just saying to the viewers, I was just saying, I think Kent Police Headquarter could be contender for Police Station of the Year award, which I give out every year. At the moment, it's going to Newquay or, like I say, Huntingdon. And I said, we've got a third contender here, and then you just come out and you do this. You've gone from...
The officer's actions have turned a potentially positive community interaction into a confrontational one. The auditor notes that he was about to praise the station after a seemingly helpful initial conversation with a staff member, but the search reversed that entirely. This demonstrates how heavy-handed actions based on weak grounds can undermine public confidence. The officer's continued reliance on the information we received shows an unwillingness to admit that the information may have been flawed or that their response was disproportionate.
Potentially... how come no one else does it then? All the other police stations, what's your problem?
Well, I don't know what you've done at the other police stations.
Exactly the same. I've even gone in the yards and they've been all right.
So we've gone off the information that we've been provided with. Okay?
Right, well, someone needs their ass kicking about it then, because it's disgraceful.
That's the information we've received. We've searched you. There's no problem. Okay, you've got no articles on you that could potentially use in commission of offence. Problem solved.
Whoever reported it wants some serious words in the rear.
Obviously, police cars will be coming and going. They might see it as a bit suspicious behaviour.
I don't care.
I'm just explaining to you. They might say to you, "Oh, why are you taking photos and stuff?"
I'll tell them it's none of the business.
If you're amicable, then
I don't. Why would I be amicable? Look how far being amicable's got me so far. Do you see what I mean? Why would I be amicable now, you lot?
Well,
I wouldn't, would I?
the nature of your
Jesus.
behaviour is suspicious today.
It wasn't suspicious. I told her exactly what I was
I'll
doing.
explain to you why you've been detained.
I wasn't down there doing what she said.
We're gonna back and forth.
Right,
Back
well,
and forth.
off you go then.
Well, I'm going to go back in. Okay. All I would say is that you might get other police coming
I
outside.
couldn't care less. I'll go through them like I don't know what if I do.
No worries at all, sir. All right. Thank you for your
I'll
day.
kick the backside.
The interaction concludes with the officers trying to give the man advice, which he rightly dismisses by pointing out that his initial amicable approach still resulted in him being searched. This is a crucial takeaway. The public learns from their interactions with the police, and this experience has taught the auditor that cooperation offers him no benefit. The officer's conduct from the weak grounds for the search to their poor de-escalation skills serves as a textbook example of how not to handle a police audit.